Hey human, Coach Nate here with another mindful focus to share with you. In today's post, it reads as follows. No matter how badly someone treats you, have the courage and wisdom to walk away. I know it's hard, but it's worse if you drop down to their level. Keep calm and stay strong. Let's face it, their people are mean, selfish, cruel, and uncaring, and sometimes by accident. As I've stated in past videos, the reasons for this can be their trauma response. In other words, if others treat us badly, often it's related to their trauma response from having been mistreated by someone else. Now, that doesn't lessen the pain, but unfortunately, uh, it's going to happen, and we're going to experience it in this life. And when it happens, it's hard for us to not take that personally, to not feel like it is an attack most of the time. Know that cruelty and selfishness, wounds that are created by those two, cruelty and selfishness, are going to happen. As long as we're humans and alive, it's going to occur. And there's nothing that we can do to avoid it. It inevitably, the degree, the quantity, how often, frequency, and from whom may vary, but it's going to occur. And it occurs to everyone. That's the point. You're not alone. You're not the only one. It's not something that's wrong with you. Human nature going to occur. We're going to experience it. No getting around that. While the wounds from mistreatment from others may leave permanent scars, it does not have to change who we are on the inside, our values, principles, what matters to us, and nor should it, if we can avoid that from occurring. So, in terms of the how do we let go, live now, and win? There's in my top books, the one it's called the Four Agreements, and one of those agreements is never take anything personally, even if the act was intentional, not accidental, not oh I didn't mean to, oh I didn't realize. If even if somebody is intentionally being mean, just don't take it personal. And some may be laughing, really, like how do you even how do you even know that we have to give others permission to wound us emotionally? That's not something they can do on their own. Now, another, huh? Yeah, we have to give them permission. In other words, we have to then look at their actions, their behaviors, and we have to form a thought around that, and then we have to attach an emotion, permission, of whatever that is and means to us in order for that to impact us emotionally. So when we can master getting to the point of permission denied, you can behave in any manner you want, but I'm going to view that as a clown at the circus, and it has no bearing. I it doesn't matter. You recall from past videos, not my monkeys, not my circus. Is that an easy thing to do? No, it takes work and effort and focus. But when we detach, and that's what I'm talking about, from the emotion associated with errant behavior that deeply wounds and impacts us, that is one of the ways that we can reduce, minimize, and even remove that negative impact, remove the power from that action and behavior. So it has less and less and less of an impact on us. So the never taking anything personally is detaching from the emotion from others' behaviors. That allows us then to let go of the emotional pain of past wounds, right? So the never taking anything personally is a preventive measure, but we have been wounded and we have experienced that. And so then there's the process of, okay, I'm feeling this pain. I acknowledge it. Okay. I allow myself to feel that pain. I'm not going to suppress it, deny it, ignore it, pretend like it doesn't exist. I'm going to face it head on and allow myself to sit with and experience that pain. And that then allows me to release it, to let it go, processing those feelings, which frees me up. Now, if I'm holding on to those feelings and now here comes another one and I'm stacking that on, then my resistance goes down. I'm carrying up too much and I'm burdening myself and I'm potentially causing myself more harm. So something little could come along, but if I'm already carrying more than I need to, that could have a much greater impact. But because I allowed myself, which is hard work, it's the healing process, most avoid it. But if we're willing to have the courage and the strength to sit with those emotions, regardless of what they are, to process those, to allow ourselves to feel, have a good cry, be angry, whatever emotion we need to allow that to work up, out, and then it's gone, rather than sitting dormant inside of us and we're holding on to it and then it rears its ugly head at the wrong time, in the wrong place, with the wrong person. And then most importantly, in this is to avoid at all costs becoming like them. Those who are intentional in their mistreatment. Why? Because it costs too much. It is too risky to even venture there because you can go too far and end up being there far longer than you ever intended. And it begins to alter who you are. And now you're somewhere you don't want to be, being somebody you don't want to be, doing something you don't want to do by your choice because you allowed them to drag you into their misery. They're already miserable. They've already made their choice or decision to be there. You do not have to join them. No obligation, and it's better that you don't. Know this truth. Intentionally hurting other people, as I read recently, is a loan that you will have to repay someday with interest. Hurting other people intentionally is a loan that you will have to repay someday with interest. That's not where we want to be. We don't want to stoop to their level, down to their level. Let them, as it said, don't worry about spoiled fruit on the tree. It's going to fall. Not a place where we want to be. Instead, rise to a higher standard. Be the thermostat in the room, not the thermometer. Set the tone and the temperature. Set the standard in terms of your values, your integrity, rather than adapting to one that is beneath you, your greatness, your awesomeness, and your gift of who you are. Be the person that you can be proud of. And when others mistreat you, that's something that you have in your toolkit to rely on. They may not treat me well, but I'm proud of who I am and how I conduct myself. And that matters more than their lack of understanding. Just sharing some insights with you. Feel free to try them or toss them. Both of those can be correct answers. Which one is only something you can determine for yourself. If this resonates with you, please feel free to give a like and a follow, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when I post additional content like this, and share it with somebody who you feel could benefit from it. And as always, remember to let go, live now, and win.